Hi Libra. Let us see what our romance angels have to say to the Libra collective today. You're welcome to fast forward. If you don't like to hear the clanking, I'm like that too. My ears are very sensitive. Thank you so much for being here. This is, of course, a Libra channel, Gypsy Roots Tarot. My name is Victoria Violet. And I am so glad that you're here, that you're joining me today. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Please hit the like button on your way in. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. I appreciate both you and you sharing my videos. It's a little hot in here. My tongue is a little stuck to the roof of my mouth due to the heat. But we're going to do our best. All right, Spirit. What do you have to say to the Libra collective, please? And thank you. Let's go. Ooh. All right. Oh, Lord. Let's see. Two. Make it. One more. Making room here. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my ever-loving. Okay, guys, so normally I do one card a day for everyone from the September babies, and then I try to do a middle one for the mid-October babies, so that covers the 1st of October to the middle babies, and then I do the end of October babies. But I didn't get to do that today. Work and life has been really working me. So I didn't get to do that. And because I didn't get to do that, I'm doing a collective right now. Please excuse me. When I get into the readings, for some reason, I get very itchy lately. Weird symptom to have during a reading, but I do have that symptom. Remember, this is a general reading. So if it doesn't pertain, if it doesn't resonate, please watch the other videos. I'm sure that one of them will pertain to your particular situation. I'm not going to call it what one tarot reader, which is a very lovely reader, but she calls every single reading she does a situationship. Do you know how much that irks me? That irks me as much as the video I posted for what a gentleman is. A situationship to me, and I know it sounds like I'm going off on a tangent, but this is why I don't like to use that term. I'll call it a situation, but not a situationship. You're not a placeholder. You're not a freaking book. So you don't deserve to be put into a situationship and left there indefinitely. You're not anybody's placeholder, man or woman. You're not a placeholder until they get something better or decide to be with you. So I will never call it a situationship. And persons out there doing readings, it's your channel. Can't tell you what to do, but it sounds really ugly when you call every single reading a situationship, because that means that that person most likely is never going to get off a go. And right now I had a conversation with God, and I told him, I'm not a fucking animal. I'm not to be put into a cage, and when you decide to have me run, then you pick up the cage door and I can run like the horses do. No, we're not. We're having a human experience right now. So don't put us in situationships indefinitely, and don't call us your F buddies, because that's not what we are. Man or woman. Come right or don't come at all. End of story. Now to the reading. So this is going to trigger people, I can already tell you, because it's triggering me. The energy is triggering me. So I'm going to put out the cards as I normally do, and then what I do is show you one at a time. And then we get into the reading itself. So the first card that you got, it's in reference to a past life relationship. Okay? It says you have known each other before. I can't make it up. I shuffled in front of you. And there are some of us out here in this world on earth that are here in search of our twin soul, our twin flame, and sometimes we're going to meet them and it's going to be a success, and sometimes it's not. I did a video on that yesterday, no, 3 days ago. So you're happy, you're welcome to go and watch that. Okay? Getting to know each other. As you reveal innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So maybe you have met someone that may be your twin soul, maybe, but you haven't really gotten to know each other for whatever reason. Okay? This one says unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Okay? So this is what the cards are saying. This is not what I'm picking up intuitively. I'm reading the cards to you so that you know what it says, since I don't have a camera that shows them to you. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I can already see a pattern here. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So this is a reading for twin souls or people that are in separation from somebody that you've already met. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay? Okay. Here's where I separate them and then I start to read. Past life relationship. So if you have a pulling, what I call a natural pulling towards a person, and it's felt by both parties and it's expressed by both parties in different ways. Sometimes it'll be exactly the same way. Yeah, I feel this way about you. You feel this way. Yes, I feel the exact same way. But then there's some that will not tell you that they're feeling it that way. And it may take them a while to express how they're feeling towards you, because it's feeling kind of different for them. Little confusing. But when you know that you feel that companionship, right? That camaraderie, that feeling of like, it feels like I've known you before. That's when it may be your soulmate, a past life person that's coming back or that has come back. And it is said that when that happens, it's because you have unfinished business sometimes with those people. And that's why they come back, to finish out that lifetime with you, to spend that lifetime with you, to give you what they didn't give you before or couldn't give you before. And that's why normally you come back together. There's a reason that you come back together. The other thing about a past life soulmate or twin flame is your solar plexus, when that person is around you, as well as when that person is not around you. You can literally feel, at least this has been my experience, anybody that's gone through a twin soul, a twin flame romance, let me know in the comments how it felt to you. But if I could have you imagine my necklace with my crystal, and it literally feels like you get a pulling, like a jolt, like a pulling that you feel in your solar plexus when they're around you, or when they're thinking about you, or when you're about to see them. It feels like a pulling, like a tug that you get from your solar plexus. It's the most amazing thing. But for many of you out there, it is a past life romance. It's a relationship that's trying to come back around, because maybe there's something that you guys need to teach each other, learn from each other. But for sure, if it's somebody you're separated from right now, currently, my voice quivered. That was weird. I felt like when somebody wants to cry, and I'm fine. If you've been overly emotional, or maybe a cross watcher has been overly emotional, I'm sorry. It doesn't feel good to be away from your twin soul, from your soulmate. So they've come back. You know, this is an ugly thing that I'm going to say. It's not ugly of me to say this. It just feels ugly to some people that have experienced this. There's been couples that have this pulling and come together and get engaged, and then one or the other, I know it sounds ugly, but ends up getting killed. So they never ever finish out. They never finish out the dance. They never finish out their lifetime. And the other one is left so broken. And it takes a lot, if they even do get past the hurt and pain of losing their soulmate, their twin soul. So I don't know why they're mentioning that to me. Why, out of all the things I could say to you, sorry, my hair is stuck to me, why that came, I don't know. Hopefully it's nobody that's watching this that has experienced something like that. That's really uncanny, and it's now it's bothering me. So I hope you will get to know your soulmate. I hope you will be blessed, and you'll be blessed to not only know them, but to live your life out with them and know what it is to have that part of you with you on a daily basis. This one says getting to know each other. So as you reveal secrets and things that only you know to the other person, your bond starts to deepen. How can you feel a deep bond to somebody? You can feel a deep love, but it's different to have a deep love and to have a deep bond. You can't strengthen the bond, that cord that I'm talking about. You can't strengthen that between yourself and someone else. If you have one that either is keeping things from the other, or doesn't share very easily, or doesn't let you in, how can you deepen a bond that way? There's just no way possible. At most, you're going to know them in a very generic way. The name, their ethnicity, their religion, their phone number, and that's about it, right? You can't really know them unless they, one, the other allows each other in. Oh, God, complicated, I told you. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So if you've been seeking a romantic partner or someone you want to share your life with, this is already the person that you're supposed to be with. Even if you're in separation, maybe there's talking that needs to occur. But when there's talking, communicating, there has to be a revelation. Again, there's no way to deepen a relationship without knowing. I'm going to give an example because I feel like I need to. I've known, for example, and I'm going to use men. I've known of men that come from another country, for example, and are already married in the other country, but they will not tell the person that's here that they're married and connected to somebody legally in another country. So if they don't allow, in that instance, in that example, if they don't allow the cords to deepen by telling everything, how are you supposed to know that they're already connected? And I'm going to tell you a secret in a minute. I'm going to tell you a secret that only people that are practitioners of the craft know. You may know, and that's great. That means you're tuned in. That means you know something about brujeria and and connections of that sort. Okay? This one says calling in your soulmate. So maybe some of you have been calling your soulmate in. Maybe some of you have been calling your soulmate in. Okay? And that's beautiful. That's wonderful. Because it looks like God is letting you hear and letting you have it. But is it fully had? Is it fully developed? It's saying unrequited love. So to me, no. It's not fully developed. Why? Because you don't really know each other as well as you'd like to or should. You don't know each other. If one or the other is wearing a mask all the time and unwilling to take and remove that mask, how are you supposed to really know the person? Like I said, there could be so many things happening behind the scenes, like somebody having another relationship that they're connected to in another country far away, and they could keep that connection going by way of conversing on a daily basis on the phone, by email, by sending money, etc. And you would never know because they're not allowing you close enough, right, to know. So you need to let a person in, cross-watcher, because if you don't, and even if it's my Libra, it's always going to be unrequited. It's not going anywhere. It can't. It's only meant to feel generic. Generic. Now I'm going to give you another example. This is paper. This is not. This is paper. See how it bends? This is not. Okay? So that's my point. If you do not allow the person in to know you fully, your relationship is always going to be like paper. It'll bend, it'll fold, it'll tear, it'll tatter. But once you get to know someone, it's nice and strong, like the sword of truth. It's nice and strong, and it stands the test of time, and it grows. But if you don't know the person and they're always hiding behind shadows and masks, you're never going to know them. So they may be your soulmate. They may be a past life love coming back, and it's meant to go somewhere. It's meant to develop. But if you don't make the effort, or the other person doesn't make the effort, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay? Great love. Look what's at the end. So again, there's no doubt that I'm talking to some Libras that are experiencing a past life connection with your soulmate, calling in your soulmate. There's no doubt. But is it unrequited? And will it be damned? Will it be damned and doomed to stay that way? Give me a moment, please. Some people confuse passion, because you do feel great passion to your soulmate, to your twin soul, to your twin flame. You do. But some people confuse that with, I'm letting that person in. No. You're letting each other in someplace, but that's not in here. And for it to completely become a good relationship, a solid one, and for everything to move forward, there has to be a meeting of the minds. There has to be a meeting of the hearts, a spirit, a soul. And there has to be a passion, of course. So, I don't know. Is this relationship going to go forward? What will it take to move it forward? Because I don't see how it can move forward regardless of whether that's your soulmate. If it's unrequited and they're not letting you in, they're not letting you in. And there's some people that do, which is what I was going to say. There's some people that have my gifts. That people come to and do what are called bindings. Okay? But you shouldn't have to do that. Because when it's supposed to be, they will feel the pull. They will feel that same tug that you're feeling. They're going to feel the same type of emotions. Maybe not exactly the same, but they will have those emotions. They'll have those tugs. So you shouldn't have to work magic on someone for them to come to you or to be yours. To be yours. That's what I mean to say. Because they're already yours. But because God gives them free will, they may just always just dance around the shadows with masks on. So for those that are going through it with someone, I feel like they're going to keep coming back. But let's see where it's going. Where is this relationship going, Spirit? Will they end up constantly trying to figure out where they stand with this person? Or is this person actually going to tell my Libra collective here what they want with them in the end? I mean, what's going to happen? Please and thank you. Lord. For me, what I'm getting from these cards, it feels like whatever security that they have in their life, they're not willing to give it up. They're wanting you to move towards them. They're wanting you to do all the work. So far, it feels like they want you to do all the work so they can save their security, so they don't have to waste, so they don't have to miss out on having. And because they don't want to ask you if you're going to move back, that hasn't been talked about. So moving back could be moving back in, moving back to another city, another state. But there's something that they want you to do. And the move, they want you to make the move. It could even be the first move, like you're the one that talks. You're the one that approaches them. It's all about money and not wanting to lose money. It's all about money. I think there's a third party involved for some of you. The reason I'm saying that is because this one seems to be sitting really pretty. She seems to be, this queen of coins seems to be sitting really pretty with that money. And it looks like some may be getting a divorce, because that's a divorce card. That's an ending. That's an ending to that love. That's an ending. But hey, she leaves with money. Oh my goodness. Looks like somebody's not sleeping, thinking about money situations. There is someone thinking about love. There is somebody thinking, but it's like thinking of my friend, thinking of my friend. Is that what you want to be to this person? Remember, that's not what this is showing. This is showing a soulmate. This is showing a twin flame. And they're reducing you to their friend. to their friend. There's a lot of passion here, but there's a lot of anger. There's a lot of resentment. There's a lot of like hurt feelings. Look, what's love and what you have two aces. So it should be a go and a go. And the love is there. And they know you're loving. They know you're kind. Both the Queen and the King of Cups come out. The Queen and King of Hearts. And you have right here the King and the Queen of Coins. There's a lot of love. But why they're reducing you to a friend? I don't know. Everything's up in the air. The Hangman. Everything is up in the air. They are talking to people about you. They are talking to people about finances. They're talking a lot about finances. And trying to see if the finances can be ironed out in order to have love in their life. But if not, they end up with the Five of Swords. So again, this is a general reading, but you saw me use the whole deck. For me, there's a third party for some of you. And there may even be children that child support is going to have to go to. And it seems like they're tied up in things of that nature. So have you explored the possibility that this person is not telling you everything? Excuse my French. Sorry. Giant armpit coming at you. I apologize for that. Oh my God. I'm grabbing another deck. I feel like this one is really heavy and needs to be cleansed. You guys make me work right there with all of the whole deck. And I still don't have, I have a bunch of something. Somebody either has a third party going on and it's not a good thing or situation for you. I would advise you to stay out of that. It's their problem. It's their situation, and let them iron it out. If they're a man, let them be a man. If they're a woman, let her be, boss up. Boss up. Because that's not your situation. That's not your circus. It's not your monkeys. Let them deal with the dog and pony show. You need to step back if that's a third party. Let's see if I can get any other information. What's going to happen in the end with this soulmate connection that is so beautiful? Is it going to be doomed to remain unrequited? Is the other person, our cross-watcher, going to do the right thing by our Libra collective? Yes or no, and thank you. Fudge. They come with a lot of baggage. Hurt feelings again. Hurt feelings. Somebody's dealing with finances. Somebody's dealing with finances. And I'm doing this because it feels like a deal. Like deal or no deal. Like, when you say deal, we got a deal? Deal or no deal? Deal or no deal? So that's like, are we good? Is this going to happen? And that has nothing to do with you. This is something going on. Remember what I said. If they don't let you in and they don't tell you what's going on, if they don't let you how can you understand someone? These are my feelings, okay? I'm just going to express myself and we'll keep going in a second. This is my philosophy. How on God's green earth do you expect me to understand your plight, what you're going through, whatever you're doing over there that has nothing to do with me, if you don't let me in? If you don't tell me, because you don't let me in, you don't let me know you, if you don't let me know you, how do you want me to sit over here and be you have pom-poms and be your cheerleader? What am I cheering for? Am I cheering for you to have strength and courage? Am I cheering for you to have strength to stay with the other person? What am I cheering for? So you have to this is just an example. You have to let me in. You have to let me know what is actually going on, because then also, if I know what's going on, I then can make decisions for myself concerning me, my self-preservation and my protection, because I may not want to be around all these shenanigans. And I may not want to wait around until you can get your act together. But if you tell me, then I can either let you know, yes, I'm going to wait for you. Thank you for letting me in. Thank you for telling me. Because at least I know what's going on now. I knew something was going on, but I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And every time I guess, you don't like it. That I'm guessing how your life is. Why don't you just tell me then, so I don't have to guess? And then we'll all be on the same sheet of music, and nobody has hurt feelings. Nobody has hurt feelings. I know what you're doing. So I know whether to stay in the background and wait for you, because you are my soulmate, or you're my soulmate, but I can't do this, buddy. This is your dog and pony show. Go to it. Adios. Goodbye. This is too much for me to handle. But if you don't give the person, cross-watcher, the ability to make up their own mind as to what could be happening that you won't let them in, where do they stand with you? Is this relationship moving forward? Is this a good relationship? Is it going to work? Are you building? What is the end game? Do you even have an end game with my Libra collective? Because you're not letting them in. So what? You're a soulmate. So what? Ordained by God. So what? And I say it that way because if you can't, let's say you've known this person for 5 years and you still don't know where they live. You still don't know who they're married to, or if they have a girlfriend on the side, or if they live with their parents or their siblings, or live alone, or live with a friend. You don't know their address. You don't know where they work. You don't know the name of their company where they work. You don't even know anything other than their phone number and that they call or text you and they come. What kind of malarkey is that? So right now we're looking at somebody who is emotional over funds. And is it a deal or is it not a deal? Let's see what else Spirit tells us. New beginning with a friend. A new beginning. Here we have the King of Coins and the Queen of Wands. What are they doing? Happy about what? Happy about finances. Happy about finances. But then we have a second queen. We have a second queen. Second queen. Second queen where there was an ending. And then looking at a possible new beginning. Holy macaroni. We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Queen of Swords. So we have 3 queens on the table. This is the queen that we're in love with. This is the queen we're in love with. Because that's the soulmate. So this person, I don't know how many queens he has here, but he's in love with one of them so far. But this one doesn't have any security right now. That's what it's saying. I can't make it up. 4 of Coins. 2 of Swords. Doesn't have any security. This is the money that they're supposed to have, which is a great deal. Great deal of money. Having issues concerning obtaining that money. Having issues. That's up in the air. I know that they, in other words, what I hear somebody saying is, I know that they're capable of great wealth, but right now it's up in the air. It's not happening. 5 of Swords. Either there's twins or 2 males, younger. Remember, our knights are, I place them under 30. Okay, definitely they're under 30. A lot of people place them at about 18, 20 years old. I just say, for the sake of argument, they're definitely under 30. A move or a trip concerning these two males that are under 30. Where's the money going? Where's the money for the trip? Where's the money? Oh, it's not only a trip for these two males, it's a trip for the King of Swords, meaning they may go on a trip. This King of Swords is hurting. See this love? That's the Six of Cups. He's hurting for his love. He's hurting for his love. So does he feel it? Does he feel the same pulling, the soulmate? Yeah. He feels it. He feels it. He feels it's over, but he feels it. The King of Wands. I feel like he's expressing to a King of Wands that there's just so much pressure. There's so much, I'm going to say it down and dirty. There's so much shit going on in my life. I wish that my life wasn't so fucked up. I wish my life was smoother. I don't understand how my life got so fucked up. So he's not exactly happy. And I'm sorry for those that don't like cursing. I announce it all the time that this is not the channel for you. So again, talking to a friend quite a bit. Talking to the friend quite a bit about this ending that occurred. How happy he was. How happy he was. So for those that are in separation, please know that they do love you and they were very, very happy with you. But what's up in the air is whether this King of Cups is going to end something. And the something is another connection. Are they going to end that other connection or not? Sword of Truth is asking, Crosswatcher, family, security. Family's important. Family is forever. Family with the Queen of Coins. Family. Can't stand her. But if I leave, then it's all about the Benjamins. You know, I did a reading yesterday. It was the same thing. And then about 3 or 4 days ago, I did another reading on this queen. It was the Queen of Wands in that one that kept popping out. And she was literally saying, the love is mine, the money's mine. And then she threw in a second thought. And she said, well, the money's all mine. And that's what I feel. Like, this person feels stuck because they feel like if they leave, they have to leave half of the money. Think about the fact that this person is thinking more about their money. I'm just saying, Libra collective, this person thinks more, they think more about the money they will lose, their security, that they will lose if they come towards you. If they come to you, so that this is not unrequited. It's not unrequited. If they come to you to build a life with you, to live with you, to experience with you, to have this adventure with you, to have the love of their life, and to live out their life with the love of their life, then they lose out on finances. So they're more concerned about losing out on their security, and they would prefer to leave this relationship in an unrequited state than to be with the God-ordained soulmate that they know you are. So do they love you? You bet your bottom dollar they love you. You bet your bottom dollar they love you, my dears. But do they love you more than money? No. 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 Have they talked about you to others that you don't even know exist? Yeah. They're starting to talk to others about you and how they feel about you. But they also listen to others, and they also take advice from others, and those others are not pro you and not pro this relationship. It's more like, yeah, but I know how you feel about that person, but think about everything you're gonna lose. Think about all you have to lose. Think about all you have to lose. Yeah, they're your soulmate, but I understand you feel this passion. Yeah, but I understand that you think you're in love, but think about everything you're gonna lose. Think about everything you're gonna lose. So what does your soulmate do? They stay. They're not strong enough to fight for it. They're not strong enough to fight for it. I told you this was going to be a triggering type of reading. And I worked two decks, because I wanted to make sure that I gave it the benefit of the doubt, and that if Spirit had anything different to tell me, that I was going to pick up on it. So it all boils down to this. This is the last card in the deck. Look what it tells him or her. Look what it tells the person that you're here listening to this reading about, the person you're in separation with. It says, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Free yourself. But will they free themselves? No. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. And the sad part is they asked for it. Because it's telling them, calling in your soulmate. That means you've been praying for your soulmate. And then they come and you're not strong enough to fight whatever odds, whatever people, whatever family member, whatever finances. You're not strong enough? What a coward. What a coward. What a coward. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know that you love them. I know that you feel for them. I know you ache for them. And I know that you miss them. How can you not miss your soulmate? How can you not miss your twin soul? But if they're not willing to stand up and fight for the relationship, they're not willing to take it to the next level, they're cowards. Because they have free will, you can't go to people like me that know how to do things. Not that I would do it, but other people you can pay to do things like that. And as I was going to say, giving away secret as a pagan, there is a law. It's called a reed. Do what thy will and harm none. Do whatever you want in life, as long as it doesn't harm anyone. Right? So you can't force anybody to be with you, because that's a no-no. Because everything will come back to you tenfold. But on the other hand, they have free will. They have free will. So there's no guarantee that this person is going to grow some, I'm sorry, I'm going to use the B word. If they can't grow some volleyballs, don't matter that there's a Wiener Schnitzel between the legs. If the volleyballs cannot be grown and used, this is unrequited love, my dears. Till we meet again, hopefully next reading, we can get a better answer. But for right now, somebody's got to gain some courage. Maybe they need to watch The Wizard of Oz and ask the Cowardly Lion for his heart to have courage, because it doesn't look like it's going to get anywhere. The love is nice. It's wonderful he's mentioning you behind closed doors to others. But the others have to also be on board, because here we go again. Why do I have to tell somebody else how I feel about you? Why don't I tell you how I feel about you? Why don't I just leave it between us? If I feel that pulling, and I know I feel that pulling, then why don't I tell you I feel that pulling? Give me an opportunity to change things. Let me work some things. Give me a year. Tell somebody something. Grow some cojones. But if you don't tell someone what's really happening, and you just keep them at bay, sooner or later people get tired. I don't care if you're an Adonis. People get tired. I don't care if I know that you're my soulmate. People get tired. And sooner or later they'll go looking somewhere else. That package may not be as shiny and bright. It's like I tell people, you know what? Here's 2 presents. This is plain wrapper, brown paper wrapping. Or do you want the shiny one? They're both boxes. You don't know what's on the inside. Oh, I want the shiny one. Okay, well, you get the shiny one then. You open it and there's nothing in there. Or maybe there's a rotten apple. I don't know. Some maggots. You got to decide. Because the brown paper one is looking really, really nice and juicy right now. And there may be a whole apple that's never been touched, tarnished, and it's not rotting. That's some sustenance right there. I can't eat what you got in this nice box. As nice as the box is, there's a rotten apple with maggots coming out the hose. Now, can this change? Yes. But that person has free will. Cross watchers, you do have free will. So my Libra collective, will you keep on with the saga? Or will you just take the sword of truth and say, that's enough? I can't do it anymore. I can't wait. What am I waiting for? I don't even know you. I know I love you. I know I have a passion for you. I know how I feel about you. I know your name. But that's it. That's it. So that's your choice. Some of you have a third party that's interfering in all of this. But that's also a choice of the cross watcher. So don't blame the third party, because they're big boys or girls that could find themselves a divorce lawyer if they love you that much. Love you very much, guys. Again, till we meet again, let's see what the saga tells us next time. Much love and light to you. And it's your choice, because you also have free will, my dears. Much love, much light. Bye.